What I see in front of me here is the mountain kingdom of Lesotho. I'm about to go into the country. And what you see in front of me here is a Land Rover Discovery 4. And what I have inside me here is a whole ball of tension. Because what I'm going to do today is I'm going to drive South Africa's most difficult public road. And I'm going to do it in a stock standard luxury 4x4. You better wish me luck. The toughest, roughest, most difficult public road in all of southern Africa is reckoned to be this one. It's called Baboons Pass, and it's in the high hills of Lesotho. I'm about to find out why it's reckoned to be the toughest, why it's called baboons, since there are virtually no baboons left in Lesotho at all, and if this luxury 4x4, designed primarily for town and country dwellers, can live up to the claims made by its manufacturer. You see, the Land Rover Discovery 4 isn't like so many four-wheel drives seen on the roads today. It's wrong to compare the Discovery 4 with vehicles like the BMW X5 or Audi Q7. This is a real off-roader. It has all the ingredients that make it one, being good clearance and low-range gearing. But it's easy to be fooled because the Discovery is smooth and friendly, just what this pass isn't. It's a place of broken axles and damaged egos. It's also a place of camaraderie and friendship. Because I'm bringing with me friends experienced at overcoming trails just like this one.
Hi Andrew, how are you? Are you well? Good to see you.
I'll introduce you to them later. But what's more interesting is the vehicles they've brought. They've been especially modified for the job at hand. How long did it take you? Pleasant to drive.
Yeah, we had a pleasant drive up.
Now the first thing that they did is they said, oh, we've got a sticker for you. Baboons Pass 2012. But I haven't earned it yet. Because these vehicles, I know for sure, no doubt about it, they will cover Baboons Pass. But the idea is that not to prove if a rugged, hardcore off-roader could do it, is to prove if a softy, by comparison, off-roader can do it. I have to earn that, and so does the vehicle. But it hasn't just been about worrying if I could get over the pass. It's also been about being in Lesotho. It's been a while since I've been here, and it's just like I remember it. This is the high street of Somonkong, and window shopping is very difficult because there is no indication of what each shop sells. So let's try this one, see what they sell here. Moon bags. Oh, nice stuff in here. Frilly underwear, oh I like those. T-shirts. and plastic tablecloths. It's very nice. Very nice indeed. Much more interesting than my local mall. Amazing thing is, whenever I travel in Southern Africa, the moment, and I'm sad to say this, the moment I leave the borders of South Africa, I begin to relax. And I relax because of the people that I find in the countries that border South Africa. Why are they more welcoming? Why are they so friendly? I don't know, but they are. And the moment I cross the border, I relax. Discovery 4 isn't a vehicle that I'm particularly familiar with, and its traction control is very effective, but only if you know how to use it. So to get a head start, I visited the Land Rover Experience close to my home. I've got this daunting task ahead of me. I have to drive this Discovery up Baboons Pass. All I know is that Baboons, for a regular luxury four-wheel drive, is a grade 5. Maybe for a Defender it's a 4, 4.5. And I'm a little nervous.
Understandably.
Okay. I'm concerned that I'm missing something.
Right.
I have experience with traction control, but I've never been formally taught.
Right.
So I've come to you. What are you going to teach me?
From my side, compared to a Defender, for instance, Defender's got a traction control system, one system for all terrains. If you look at the Discovery 4, it's got 4 different traction control systems for the different terrains that you're going to drive in. So in my opinion, that makes the vehicle quite capable. If you look at rock crawl, for instance, the traction control system in rock crawl, the one wheel rotates 5 degrees faster than the other wheel, and traction control kicks in immediately and brakes that wheel and sends the power to the wheel.
5 degrees?
5 degrees.
So it's not like the old traction control system where I actually had to get the thing to spin before the others will engage?
Yeah, not in the rock crawl mode.
Okay.
Yeah, if you look at grass, gravel, snow or sand mode, for instance, well, sand mode is the other extreme, where there's a lot of wheel spin before traction control will kick in.
Yes.
And mud and ruts and grass, gravel and snow is somewhere in between those two.
Oh, I see. So it varies the amount, how sensitive it is.
Correct, yes.
So rock crawl is the minimum sensitivity, well, maximum
sensitivity. Yeah.
Okay.
And that for me is the beauty about the system, because you can activate your terrain response, and traction control will differ depending on the terrain that you're driving in.
Okay. Your track here, do you have something where we can simulate that and so you can help me get a feel?
Rocks I've got,
yeah,
and I've got some articulations where we can get wheels in the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe the first thing to do is just go and let me get a feel with you next to me, and you can prod me if I make mistakes and give me some clues as to the finer points.
Yeah, there's other things in the terrain response. I don't know if you've picked it up, where the throttle mapping differs between the different terrain response systems.
I took it on the dunes not long ago, and the traction control was not obvious. It wasn't, even when I was pushing it hard, turning hard, getting the vehicle to, putting it in a stretchy situation traction-wise, it wasn't making it was no indication from my point of view that the traction control was working. It was just steering. I was very impressed with it.
Right.
Was it working and I just didn't know it?
No, you'll know, because the amber light will appear on your information screen when traction control is activated.
I don't think it happened once.
Yeah. Throttle mapping is concerned, you'll find like in the sand mode, which you used in the dunes, the throttle is quite progressive or aggressive.
Yes.
And if you look at grass, gravel, snow, mud and ruts, it's more progressive. So it starts off slowly.
Gently, gentle power.
And therefore minimizing wheel spin as far as possible. And you'll find in the rock crawl mode again that the throttle is less sensitive.
Yes.
If you have the case where your foot is bouncing.
Oh, good. So that'll be suppressed.
Yes, correct.
Oh, that'll be interesting, because that's a typical problem with auto boxes over rocks.
Yes.
Tend to surge and be very, and it's difficult to keep it nice and even and smooth.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it choose different gears for you to pull away with in the different terrain response systems as well.
Okay.
And it'll also activate hill descent control in certain of the terrain response systems automatically
Right.
and others it won't.
Oh, okay.
So they've worked the system out quite nicely, and you can override some of it as well, obviously, by activating or deactivating hill descent yourself.
Okay.
And that, yeah.
Okay. Should we try it?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. This is the Land Rover Experience training facility in the Western Cape. The first thing that I wanted to do, though, was to try it out over rocks. Unfortunately, there weren't a lot of rocks for me to practice on. But one thing became clear. This is going to be easier to drive over rocks than the average 4x4 equipped with an auto gearbox. That's good news.
See, now your right front wheel will be in there as you cross over, and then the left rear wheel will also lift.
I just wanted to hang it and see what
Yeah.
she's going to do on her own. I mean, I did absolutely nothing. Both feet
Which
off.
will be very little more than what you use in the first place. Won't be a lot more. Okay.
Yep.
That's the momentum going, and you'll climb right to the top. Okay, now we can back off. Oh, sorry, maybe I was too early. No, I think we'll make it.
It's giving me a fair idea of what the Discovery is capable of, but it's not really what I was hoping for. I suppose I'll just have to gain the experience on the pass itself.
There's a dam somewhere.
There's a dam. We don't want to end up there.